All truth passes through 3 stages. First, it is ridiculed. Second, it is violently opposed. Third, it is accepted as being self-evident. A man can be himself only so long as he is alone, and if he does not love solitude, he will not love freedom, for it is only when he is alone that he is really free. Each day is a little life. Every waking and rising a little birth, every fresh morning a little youth, every going to rest and sleep a little death. The doctor sees all the weakness of mankind, the lawyer all the wickedness, the theologian all the stupidity. Money is human happiness in the abstract. He, then, who is no longer capable of enjoying human happiness in the concrete devotes himself utterly to money. They tell us that suicide is the greatest piece of cowardice. That suicide is wrong, when it is quite obvious that there is nothing in the world to which every man has a more unassailable title than to his own life and person. Nature shows that with the growth of intelligence comes increased capacity for pain, and it is only with the highest degree of intelligence that suffering reaches its supreme point. The discovery of truth is prevented more effectively, not by the false appearance things present in which mislead into error, not directly by weakness of the reasoning powers, but by preconceived opinion, by prejudice. With people of limited ability, modesty is merely honesty, but with those who possess great talent it is hypocrisy. Great minds are related to the brief span of time during which they live as great buildings are to a little square in which they stand. You cannot see them in all their magnitude because you are standing too close to them. Great minds are related to the brief span of time during which they live as great buildings are to a little square in which they stand. You cannot see them in all their magnitude because you are standing too close to them. Even a happy life cannot be without a measure of darkness, and the word happy would lose its meaning if it were not balanced by sadness. It is far better take things as they come along with patience and equanimity. Where love rules, there is no will to power, and where power predominates, there love is lacking. The one is the shadow of the other. Through pride we are ever deceiving ourselves. But deep down below the surface of the average conscience a still, small voice says to us, something is out of tune. Every form of addiction is bad, no matter whether the narcotic be alcohol or morphine or idealism. The pendulum of the mind alternates between sense and nonsense, not between right and wrong. The creation of something new is not accomplished by the intellect but by the play instinct acting from inner necessity. The creative mind plays with the objects it loves. Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. We are all faced with a series of great opportunities brilliantly disguised as impossible situations. Attitude is more important than the past, than education, than money, than circumstances, than what people do or say. It is more important than appearance, giftedness, or skill. The remarkable thing is, we have a choice every day regarding the attitude we will embrace for that day. The secret of living a life of excellence is merely a matter of thinking thoughts of excellence. Really, it's a matter of programming our minds with the kind of information that will set us free. Words can never adequately convey the incredible impact of our attitudes toward life. The longer I live, the more convinced I become that life is 10% what happens to us and 90% how we respond to it. Nothing is more bothersome to me than retiring. Weird things happen when you disengage. First you get negative, then you start telling people about your latest surgeries, and eventually you lose touch. I want to stay in touch. The world has changed and it's going to keep changing, but God never changes, so we are safe when we cling to Him. The swift wind of compromise is a lot more devastating than the sudden jolt of misfortune. Prejudice is a learned trait. You're not born prejudiced. You're taught it.